Bawku Township with regards to the communal conflict there and to let Ghanaians know the position of the House on this development. In the last quarter of 2021, there was renewed escalation of the regrettable enduring conflict in Bawku. These skirmishes in the township aggravated in the run-up to the summit pit and the purported township and the purported plans by the process to observe the final rites of the late Tampuri Alhaji Adam Zambego, who is still recognized as the last Bawku Naba by the process, and subsequently celebrate the Damba. This has led to the loss of able and productive lives and valuable properties, stalled economic activities, and deprived several school children of an opportunity to pursue their future dreams. As a bustling economic hub of the East in Ghana, it has further worsened the woes of a country emerging from the ravaging effects of COVID-19 and its consequences on the national economy. It is from the background that the chiefs of the Upper East region wish to condemn in no uncertain terms this senseless and morally deprived criminals acts. It is saddening to note that since these clashes in Bawku in 1983, 1984, and 1985, all has not been well with the inhabitants of this gloomy township. The clashes have transformed over the years into a work of attraction rather than action to settle a chieftaincy dispute. The Bawku conflict has a long history, perhaps rivaling Ghana's struggle for independence and its political history. For more than 65 years, this conflict has been intertwined in issues of politics, ethnicity, land, and chieftaincy. It is no surprise that various political groupings have fed from the blood of the victims since the inception of the conflict. From its onset, legal processes have been initiated. Government commissions, traditional authorities, and civil societies, organizations have all attempted to settle the matter. It is important to recall that the Supreme Court ruling of April 2003 still remains the most remarkable attempt to bring finality to this alien conflict. Despite the political meddling in the conflict, it is worth noting that successive governments have equally played a significant role in ending the debilitating conflict through their unequivocal declarations on the matter in reference to the Supreme Court decision. The most recent attempt initiated by His Excellency Nana Adodonka Akufo-Addo by inviting the Nayiri and the Bawku Naba for discussions is highly commendable. Ladies and gentlemen, it is rather disappointing that these high-level interventions have yielded little results in resolving this devastating conflict. This has led us to reason that what we are experiencing in the area is organized crime, orchestrated by people with doubtful integrity for their selfish interests. Crime is intolerable in any society and must be stopped. What is of particular concern to us in the region is the attempt by persons to associate themselves recently in the acts of lawlessness in Bawku with the desire of Nayiri overlord of Bampribo to maintain a hold in the coastal traditional area through violence and intimidation. It is our considered view that no ruler, whether traditional or secular, can thrive in power by means of violence and high-handedness. That is why it is difficult for us to accept reports circulating in Bawku and elsewhere that disorganizing and executing these acts of violence are the support and blessing of the Nayiri. The Nayiri is a respected ruler, and we wish to call on those meddling these claims to desist from doing damage to his royal name. Ladies and gentlemen of the press and all members present here, it is from this informed background that I and my fellow eminent chiefs of the region wish to put forward the following proposals for mitigating the canker eating away our livelihoods and robbing the future of our children. The situation in Bawku has reached crisis level, with many families and individuals having lost their source of livelihood and currently struggling to survive. We call on government to set up a relief fund and to appeal for various kinds of donations to alleviate the humanitarian crisis currently unfolding in the area. For a long time, we encourage government to consider setting up major state establishments and providing special investment packages to provide employment for the teeming youth and give them a sense of meaning in life. There may be need to add that the highest state institution and investment in Kosa is a senior high school. This crisis foul of the enormous contributions that the land has rendered to the state. 2. Bawku is the capital of the Kosa traditional area, which is home to a number of settler communities, including the Younger, Houses, Bimoba, Bisa, Moshi, and the Gomba, besides the Mamprosis and a host of other tribal groups from across the country. These are people belonging to one country called Ghana, desire to live in peace, tranquility, and to go about their legitimate businesses like everyone in this country. We therefore urge them to make a joint statement about the situation in Bawku and call the feeding factions to embrace peace. 3. Information available to the House indicates that some identified youth are said to have been on the wanted list of the security services in connection with several criminal incidents in Bawku. If the reports are true, then we urge the police to expedite their investigations and bring whoever is guilty of breaches of the law to speedy prosecutions. The conflict in Bawku, in our view, needs to be dealt with seriousness and with utmost expediency, devoid of political interferences. We cannot continue to allow persons of criminal intentions to hold us to ransom in perpetuity. We also call on the security services to execute their mandate in an impartial and professional manner to win the trust of the parties involved and foster peace. 3. So 4. In the same vein, we would like to advise the politicians to stay clear of the Bawku conflict because, in our opinion, they are the midwives that have conducted the labor for the delivery of this notorious child. They are advised to stop parading in political regalia, causing havoc wherever they pass with great impunity. We wish to caution that there is no way that perpetuating illegality can become a conduit to remedy a situation or settling grievances. 5. Failure respected chiefs. The chieftaincy institution has been the main contention of the Bawku conflict, and many, especially the political elite, have on various occasions laid blame at our door for the sustenance of the information of the unfortunate situation. The Bawku Naba, Zurna Abudrago Asoka II, has been on the scale for 38 years now, and a lot of goodwill and support has existed between the skin and the people of Kusau. It is tried knowledge that the Bawku chieftaincy dispute has been settled through the process, legal process. For the avoidance of doubt, we know that in 1957, the colonial governor, Lord Liswell, set up a committee of inquiry to ascertain the conflicting claims between the Kusausis and the Mampreses. The committee found out that Bawku is a Kusasi land, and that the present Bawku Naba family are the royal descendants and rulers of the Bawku state. This committee, finding in favor of the Kusausis, was upheld and confirmed by the Court of Appeal, the highest court of the land at the time, in 1958. Despite the military interventions in the Bawku skin affairs, in 1966, NLCD 122, and in 1981, by the PSDC Law 75, the Supreme Court in 2003 affirmed the legitimacy of Bawku Naba as Abudrago Zoka II. Ladies and gentlemen, in this regard, and with the support of my fellow esteemed chiefs of the House, we wish to respectfully and kindly invite the Nayiri, our elder brother and our father, some of the noble chiefs of the House, and the Bawku Naba, also our elder brother and member of the distinguished House, to a round table meeting to be mediated by a selected group of eminent chiefs in order to dialogue and fashion out homegrown solution to this meritorious conflict. Our people say that for a witch to catch you, there must be one in your house. Therefore, let us come together to hunt down and banish this witch forever. 6. Naba Asoka II is a ruler of the Kusas traditional area. If the Mampreses in Bawku want to be involved in chieftaincy matters, they are advised to select from among themselves a suitable candidate for consideration by the Naba Asoka II for inscription as a Mamprese community chief in Bawku. As a regional House of Chiefs, we hereby wish to appeal to the Nayiri to advise his kinsmen to embrace this alternative for us to ensure a lasting and sustainable peace in the area. The press, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, we need peace in Bawku, as any insecurity in the area affects the whole of the Upper East region and the country in general. Bawku being a border town with Togo, Burkina Faso, is vulnerable to foreign tourists, jihadists, and other criminals. Hence, our worry. If our language is a bit hard, we beg everybody's pardon, for it is just that our sensibilities have been hurt. Thank you all for your presence and support.